Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're doing well. So in this Salesforce Agentforce series, today we are going to learn about how we can invoke Salesforce flows from the Agentforce Prompt Template. So in previous videos, we have understood the introduction about Agentforce Prompt Template. After that, how we can create record summary prompt template and then field generation prompt template. So in the field generation prompt template, we have seen how we can generate the summary about the record in the field. In that we have created text area field. After that we created the Apex class and then we invoke that Apex class from the field generation prompt template. So that whenever any user want to generate summary about the record, then using the Apex class and the prompt template, that agent summarize the record for the user. Now in that field generation prompt template, we invoke the Apex class from the prompt template. Now in this time, we will create the action using the Salesforce flow and then we will invoke that flow from the prompt template. So here, videos on the introduction to the prompt template, record summary prompt template, and then field generation prompt template. The videos link I will provide in the description box. You can go through that so that you will get more idea about the invoking flows from the prompt template in Salesforce. For this topic, you need to understand the field generation prompt template and there how we have used the Apex class to get the record details from the Salesforce object and then summarize the record using the field generation prompt template. So after that, you will more understand about invoking the flows from the Agentforce prompt template. So watch this video till the end and don't miss any step. And if you are new to our channel, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get regular updates. Now, before moving ahead, here is very big announcement for the Salesforce Geekers. We are going to conduct a live webinar on the Salesforce flows. So here, as you visit to our SalesforceFAQs.com website, here we have the section live webinars. As you navigate over here, so here you can register yourself. So here you will see the registration window. Here you can register yourself. After registration, we will send an email. In that you can see the date, time and the topics that we are going to understand in this live webinar. And also I will provide the registration link in the description box. From there, as you click on that link, you will be navigate on directly our page. And also here we have the section where I have created the Salesforce admin training course, Agentforce training course and then Join Pro bundle where you can get the Salesforce admin plus Agentforce training course. In the Salesforce admin training course, we have explained all the modules from the data modeling to the integration. We have explained all the topics in depth. In this course, we also have explained the Salesforce flow from the beginner levels to the advanced level. So here, if you want to buy this course, you can click here to get the course now. So from here, you will be navigate to the payment window. Now coming back to our course. So here you can see, here we have created this field generation prompt template in which we have invoked the Apex class from this prompt template. Now what we are going to do, we will invoke the flows from this prompt template and for the same use case. Which use case? To summarize the information of the soft drink order and the cases for a particular account. So very first we need to create the flow. For that, let me navigate to the flow builder. In the quick find, here I am searching for flows. To create the new flow, click on this new flow button. Now why we are creating this flow? So in the previous session, we have used the Apex class to summarize the information about the soft drink orders and then the cases. So this flow also we are going to create to summarize the information about the soft drink orders and then the cases. Now in the Apex class, we have used the invocable method to use that Apex class in the prompt template. So here which flow type we need to select so that this flow we can use in the prompt template. So for that, here we need to select template triggered prompt flow. Here you can see, here we have that flow. Only this flow you can invoke in the prompt template. So here I am creating this flow. As I click on this, so here in the select input type, here I am selecting this automatic inputs. Now here we need to select which prompt template type we need to use in this flow. So now which prompt template type here we need to select. So here as I click on it, here we need to select the field generation template capability. So here I am selecting this one. After that, as you scroll down, here we need to select set input data type. So here which object we need to select, because as we are going to summarize the information about the account object, for that here I am going to select account object. Now let me close this. After that, what we need to do, we need to retrieve the records. Now how we can retrieve the records? For that, as I click on this add element, from here I am searching for get records element. And now which records we want to retrieve? So here first I want to retrieve the soft drink orders. So here I am providing retrieve soft drink records. The API name will be automatically populated. Then get the records of this object. Now here you can see in the data source we need to select the Salesforce object, because we are getting the records from the Salesforce object that we have created. In the object, here I am searching soft drink orders. So here I am selecting this object, and after that as I scroll down, here we need to filter the soft drink order record. Now which records information we need to retrieve? So here whatever the account record, the prompt template has been provided to this flow, the related soft drink order record we need to retrieve. For that what we can do? So here as I click on this field, here you will see all the fields from this soft drink order object. So here we need to select the account field. Here you can see in the relationship fields, here we have the account field. Here I am selecting this one. Then the operator equal. Now from where we are getting the value? From the prompt template. And now how we can provide the value that we are getting from the prompt template? So here as I click on this value, then as I scroll down, here we have the prompt template input. As I click on it, and now here we have the object that we have provided in the start element. Here we need to select this one, and here you can see here we got the input dot related entity. And now to match the record that we are getting from the prompt template to the records that we are getting from the Salesforce object, so here I am providing account ID. After that as I scroll down, here you can see here we have the account ID. Now let me explain you this condition. So now here we are filtering the soft drink orders record according to the account they has been assigned. That means, for example, we have the Pepsi orders, and in that we have added the XYZ account. Now if in the prompt template we provide that XYZ account, then those record will get filtered over here, and we want to store all those records. For that, how many records to store? Here I am selecting all records, and then let me close this one. Now we have the records, those accounts are related which account given in the prompt template. Now if we have multiple soft drink order record related to the account that we have got from the prompt template, then what we need to do? We need to loop over all the records. For that, here I am clicking on add element, and here I am searching for loop element. In the label, here I am providing loop over records. API name will be automatically populated. Then as I scroll down, here you can see select collection variable. So here we need to select the get record element where we have retrieved all the soft drink orders record. As I click on this, here you can see here we have that get record element. Here I am selecting this one, and then simply close this one. Now in this flow, to display this soft drink orders record, what we need to do? We need to add the instruction. For that, as I click on this add element, here I am searching for add prompt instruction. Here you can see here we have that element. I am selecting this one, and then in the label, here I am providing order instruction. The API name will be automatically populated. Again, as I scroll down, now here we need to provide that prompt instructions. Now here I am providing soft drink details, name and quantity are, and now below I will provide those fields. So here as I click on this insert resource, from here we need to select the fields from the loop element. So here as I scroll down, here you can see here we have that loop element. As I click on it, now here we need to select the soft drink name. For that, as I scroll down, here I am selecting this one. After that, the second one, here I am giving comma, enter key, and again for the quantity again same. from the loop variable, here I am searching for quantity. So here we have added the soft drink details, which is name and the quantity. Now let me close this one. Now again we need to do the same steps for the case. So here after ending the loop, here I am adding the get record element. So this one is for the case. In the label, here I am providing case records. The API name will be automatically populated. In the Salesforce object, here I am selecting case. In the filter case record, again here in the relationship fields, here I am selecting account ID equals. In the value, we need to go to the prompt template input. From here, the account object, and then here we need to select the account ID. So I am searching for account ID. Again, how many records to store? Here we need to select all records. Again, let me close this one. Again, we need to add the loop element to iterate over all the cases that we got. So here in the loop element, here I am providing loop over cases. The API name will be automatically populated. Then in the collection variable, again here we need to select cases and then simply close this. Now after adding the loop element, again here we need to add the prompt instruction to display the cases. In the label, here I am providing display cases. The API name will be automatically populated. In the prompt instruction, here I am providing case details. Here I am providing subject, reason, and description of the case. And now we will provide the fields. For that, again insert resource. From the case loop, here I am selecting subject. After that, comma. The second field we need to add, which is the reason. For that, again from the case loop, here I am searching for reason. And the third one we have, which is description. So here also we have provided the case details. Now let me close this one again, and our flow is ready. Now let's save this flow. For that, as I click on this save button, here I am providing the flow label. So here I am providing prompt template flow. The API name will be automatically populated, and then click on the save button. Now to use this flow in the prompt template, we need to first activate it. For that, click on this activate button, and now our flow has been successfully activated. Again, as we navigate to the prompt builder, so earlier here you can see, here we have provided the Apex class. That means in previous session we have invoked the Apex class from the prompt template. This time we are going to invoke the Salesforce flow from this prompt template. So here in the flow, what we have did, whatever we have did in the Apex class, the same things we have did in our Salesforce flow. In Apex class, we have provided the account name. Based on that account name, the Apex class has been given the soft drink order details and then the case details. Same for the Salesforce flow, we have provided the account name. According to that, the flow will be give the soft drink order details and then case details. So now let me remove this Apex class that we have provided. Instead this, I will invoke the Salesforce flow. For that, as I click on this insert resource, then click on this flow, but here you can see currently we are not getting any flow over here. So why this? Because first we need to refresh this page. For that, here I am refreshing this page. Click on reload. Again here we need to remove this Apex, and instead of this, here I am selecting flows. This time here you can see we are getting option to select the flows. As I click over here, here you can see the flow that we have created, which is prompt template flow. Here I am selecting this flow. And now before activating this version, first we need to test it. For that, first let me save this one. So here I am selecting save as new version. And here you can see our prompt template has been successfully saved. Now before activating this, first let me check this one. For that, here I am clicking on preview. Let me provide any account name. So again here I am providing Salesforce. And then let's select the language. Here I am selecting English and then click on the preview button. And now here you can see we are getting the prompt, and also here you can see the response as well. Now the response is the account name Salesforce has placed order for 2 types of soft drink, each with the quantity of 500. The soft drink details include the identifiers. Here we have the soft drink order ID, these two, and additionally 2 cases has been created for this account. So that means our flow is also working successfully. After that, as I click on this activate button, now our prompt template has been successfully activated. Again, as I navigate to the sales application, let me open the account object. Here I am opening this account. So first we need to check is there any cases available or not. So here we have 2 cases, but we don't have any soft drink orders. Now as I click on this edit button, and now to generate the account summary, what we need to do, either we need to type the account summary or we need to click on this AI button. Instead, what I want to do, I want to automate this process so that whenever I will update any field on the particular account, the account summary should automatically get changed according to the cases and the soft drink order it has. Now this time let me show you. As I click on this AI button, so it's analyzing request. And now here you can see we are getting the summary. As I click on this use button, after that it is getting add to this account summary field. Now instead of this, I want to automate this process. In the upcoming session, we will understand how we can generate this summary without clicking the AI button using the Salesforce Flows. So for that, stay tuned. Let's meet again in next video. So I hope whatever I have explained, you understood that. Don't forget to register for the Salesforce Flow webinar so that you can book your seat. And if you liked our video, click the like button, subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get regular updates. Thank you.